All right, welcome to Peaceful Warrior Yoga. And in today's class, we're going to take care of this area from the shoulders down to the fingertips, the upper limbs. So all that work we do, grasping things and typing, etc., all create a lot of muscular contraction in the forearms and the upper arms. So let's see if we can take care of those today. Let your hands rest, palms face up on the lap, shoulders back and down. Find your position, find your seat, and then become conscious of your arms. These arms that dangle from the shoulders, hang from the back and chest. These amazing arms and hands that do all this work for us. And coming to Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose, kneeling if you can, using blocks underneath you to find the seat that's comfortable. If at any time you get distracted, you can unbend the knees. So we'll work on the arms in Vajrasana to begin with. Inhale, float the arms above the head. And then exhale, bring the hands down in front of you and press the hands into the floor, drop the head, bend the elbows, and bring the forehead down towards the mat. Gently straighten the arms and push back into your seated posture, palms face up. We'll try that again. Inhale, lift the arms up, and this time look up and spread the fingers. Exhale, hinge forward, hands push against the earth, bend the elbows and drop the head. Like you're coming into child pose. Straighten the arms, lift the head, stack head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, palms face up. Inhale, lift up, spread the fingers, look up. Bring the hands back a little bit further. And then exhale, hinge forward, hands stop you on the earth. Bend the elbows, head to the earth. Straighten the arms, hover up, come back to Vajrasana, palms face up. Inhale, float the hands up, this time dropping the left hand to the earth, lean into that left arm, feel the weight, spread the fingers, bend the elbow on the left side and rainbow that right elbow over the head. Inhale, come up. Changing sides, bring that right hand down to the earth, bending the elbow. Left elbow comes up and over. Big stretch through the ribs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back to Vajrasana, palms face up. Let the arms relax. And then flare the elbows out, up 90 degrees to the shoulders, and bring the fingertips together. The right hand is going to grab the left thumb and squeeze the left thumb. Rotate the left thumb towards you, so you're squeezing and rotating it, Exhale, turn the shoulders to the right, coming into a twist while you squeeze and rotate the thumb back towards you. Exhale, turn the head to the left. So lots of twisting, twisting the thumb, twisting the torso, twisting the neck. Inhale, come back. Take the same hand and grab the ring finger. Rotate the ring finger towards you. So you're squeezing and rotating. Twist again to the right. Turn the head to the left. Breathing, twisting the ring finger and squeezing. Exhale, come back to neutral. Grab hold of the index finger and rotate it away from you, not towards you, away from you. Exhale, rotate to that right side. Turn the head to the left. 3 breaths. Slowly come back. Middle finger, rotate away from you, squeeze. Rotate to the right, head to the left. Come back to center. And then the pinky finger, rotate away from you, squeeze and twist to the right, head to the left. Taking care of that left hand. Slowly unwind. Relax the hands. And notice the contrast between the arms here, the arms and the hands. Flare the elbows out to the side, bring the fingertips together and grab your left hand grabs the right thumb. Rotate the right thumb back towards the body, squeeze and rotate. Exhale the body to the left, the torso to the left, turn the head to the right. Inhale back to neutral. Grab the ring finger, squeeze and rotate the ring finger towards you. Exhale to the left, head to the right. Inhale back to neutral, grabbing the index finger this time, rolling it away from you. Turn to the left, head to the right. Inhale, neutral. Middle finger, squeeze, rotate away from you. Exhale, twist to the left, head to the right. Slowly come back. Last one, pinky finger, squeeze, twist away from the body. Exhale, turn to the left, head to the right. Inhale, come back to neutral and relax the arms. Now change your seat. I'm going to stay on the block, extending the legs out in front of me, just to relieve the back of the legs for now. Curl the toes back so you get that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Hinge forward, hands on shins towards the feet without straining. Just feel those first forward movements, stretching the back of the legs and the low back. See if you can have a strap handy. And then bend the right knee so that that right foot comes to your left side, and then crossing over into shoelace pose, knee over knee. Left hand up, palm faces forward, drop the fingers. Right hand grabs the fingers and gently pulls back as you push that heel palm forward. Just feeling the stretch through the forearm. Little more pressure, always staying in the pain-free range of motion. Flip the hand 180 degrees, back of the hand faces forward, grab the back of the hand with the right hand and now pull that hand towards you, keeping the arm straight, just feeling the stretch at the top of the wrist. All the way down to the elbow. And gently release, maybe flap that hand out a bit. And then in a similar position, the back of the hand faces forward, but you rotate it outwards. So the fingers rotate to the left, thumb points towards the floor, grab the back of the hand with the right hand, hold it firmly, you can even interlock the fingers, and all you're going to do is twist it and bend the elbows, bringing the hand back towards your chest. Almost like someone's got you in a wrist lock, and then you straighten the arm, relax the pressure a bit, and try that twice more. Back with a twist, one more, back with a twist. And then release, rotating that hand as far as you can the other way, so palm up, drop that left shoulder so it gives a little more twist on towards that left side. Grab the back of the hand once again, give it a little twist, feel those sensations, and then once again bending the elbows, bringing it in towards the chest and feeling the twist in the hand and wrist. 1, 2, and 3. Shake it out a bit. And then we're going to stretch the webbing between the fingers. So taking the right hand, the 4 fingers of the right hand between the pinky and the ring finger, and just push them apart. Give that webbing a nice big squeeze. Move to finger 4 and 3 and do the same thing. Spread them apart. Two and 3, same thing. Spread them apart. And then with the thumb, we're going to take the tip of the thumb and the tip of the ring finger of the other hand, right thumb on top, and you're just going to simply pull that thumb back towards the wrist. Pain-free range of motion. Just opening up the thumb digit and slowly release. Shake out that hand. And rest both hands on the thigh. Notice the contrast between those two arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring both hands onto the ground and drop the head towards the knee. And notice the difference between the hands on the ground as well. Keep leaning forward, release the low back, the glute. Let the head drop down, dropping the tension from the neck. And then slowly come up. And we'll change the cross of the legs. Different side, different arm. Extend the right arm, fingers point down, grab the fingertips and start to pull back on the wrist. New sensations. Breathing into that tightness. Inviting it to relax. And reverse. Fingers down. Grab the back of the hand and pull against the back of that right hand. And feel that sensation move right up through that forearm, elbow to wrist to hand. And relax, rotating that hand 90 degrees to the right, thumb points down, fingers protrude out. Grab the back of the hand, you can interlock the fingers if you wish, and you're going to bend the elbows and give yourself a nice twisting stretch in the wrist for 1, 2, and 3. And then rotating the hand all the way to the other side, thumb points outwards, drop the right shoulder, interlock the hands. We're going to give it a reverse twist now. So twisting that hand towards the right and in. 1. Careful with the wrist. 2. And 3. And then we'll get into the digits. Insert the left hand between pinky and ring. Push apart, stretch the webbing. Move on to the middle 2 fingers, 4 and 3. Three and 2. And then dropping the thumb, ring finger on the left, pulls against the thumb. Whew. Getting that thumb digit nicely opened up. And slowly relax. Palms face up. So those arms should be starting to feel some blood flow. Lean forward, hands on the earth. Drop the head towards the knee. Just let everything dangle forward. And then slowly come up. Uncross the legs. Come off the block. Then come onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, a little cat and cow. Now take the left hand and flip it upside down. So the back of the hand is on the ground. The right hand will take a little bit more weight because the left wrist will be sensitive here. Left elbow is slightly bent. And you're simply going to open and close the left hand like a gorilla grip. Keeping the back of the wrist grounded so that left shoulder comes forward. 2 more. And then slowly bring that hand back underneath. Come back to child pose, relaxing all the weight off the hands. Inhale, come back onto all fours. Flip the right hand this time, dropping the back of the hand onto the mat. Close the fist and then open. Close and open. Close and open. Three more. 2. And then slowly reverse both hands down underneath the shoulders. Come back to child pose. Take all the weight off the hands. Inhale, come back to all fours. Rotate the hands 90 degrees. So the thumbs are pointing to the top of the mat, fingers pointing to the edges of the mat, and simply sway from side to side. Once again, coming into that forearm stretch as you sway. Come back to child, and release the grip. Take your hands onto the heel bones and grip your heel bones into embryo. Holding the heel bones, lift the hips as high as you can, ducking the head underneath you, chin to chest, look back between the feet. Slowly come up. Come onto all fours with the fingertips pointing back towards your knees now. So your forearms face forward, fingertips point back towards the knees, and we're simply going to do cat and cow here. Feeling the stretch in cat and cow. Two more. And then slowly lean back onto your shins into Vajrasana. Resting the hands, using a block if you need. Clasp the hands and bring the elbows together. And start to turn your knuckles, your clasped hands into the infinity sign, so you're rotating the wrists as the elbows stay together. Other way. Pause and release, palms face up. Inhale, come onto all fours. Extend the left leg behind you, drop the ball of the foot and press out through the heel bone, getting a nice, delicious stretch. And then come down to the forearms and continue to stretch. Lift the head, straighten the arms, hands under shoulders, bring the left knee in. We'll repeat the other side. Right leg back, drop the ball of the foot, press through the heel bone. Come down onto the elbows, elbows under shoulders. Push back, keep stretching the back of that right leg. Stay on the elbows as you bring the right knee forward, palms down, and just check that the elbows are close enough so the hands can reach the upper arms. Drop the hands back to the earth, forearms on the ground, curl the toes, and lift the hips. Bent kneed dolphin. Walk out your dolphin a little bit, feel a stretch in the back of the legs. Let the shoulder blades come apart as you start to walk the feet a little closer. And as they come closer, lift the hips a little more. Rotate the inner thighs back. Push down through the heels. Try to bring the head to the ground. Head back towards the feet. Come into full dolphin. Use the strength of the arms here. For 3, 2, exhale, bend and come all the way back to child. Float the hands back to the heel bones and hold the heel bones. Inhale, come up to all fours, hands under shoulders. Curl the toes, lift the knees, bent knee, downward dog. Push the hips back and then start to press the heels down into your downward dog. Float the right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Take a big step forward, drop the right foot next to the right hand, drop the left knee, hands under the heart, hands spreading out on the mat underneath your heart, point the toes of the left foot, and we're going to do a little cat and cow here, inside dragon. You can use blocks here if you like. I'll show you how to use blocks here. The next time you round, walk the blocks or the hands all the way back and sit on that back heel. Front leg extended, toes curled up, head towards knee. So the blocks can support you, or you can just bring your hands forward onto that front leg. Walk forward with hands or blocks, reaching up, kneeling warrior. Now with kneeling warrior, float the right elbow underneath the left elbow and hug yourself and pull yourself down. Bring the hands together into eagle. Exhale, release. Kneeling warrior. Step back, downward dog. Left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Big step forward onto that left foot, drop the right knee. Come into dragon, hands under the heart. And then a little cat and cow. The next time you round, walk the hands back, keep that front leg extended, toes curled back, sit back on the back heel, head towards knee, reaching forward if you can. Otherwise, bringing the hands onto blocks to support. Inhale, come forward to kneeling warrior. Exhale, hug yourself, this time with the left elbow underneath. Bring the hands together into your eagle. Inhale, reach up, kneeling warrior. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Make sure you have a strap handy for this next one. Right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Big step forward, keep the left knee lifted this time. Grab your strap and come on up into warrior one. Take the strap into the left hand and bring it behind your back. Right hand's going to grab that left elbow and just simply bring it back as much as you can behind the head. And then reach behind you for the strap with the right hand, connecting the hands to the strap or connecting hands together into cow face pose, standing warrior. One. Can you come down a little lower, get a little more intensity into that warrior one legs. And then slowly resting the strap on the shoulder, lift up, warrior one. Step back, downward dog, left foot high. We'll try the same thing on the other side. Big step forward, left foot. Come up, warrior one. Right hand grabs the strap this time, dangles behind you. Left hand grabs the elbow and pull that elbow over towards the left. Whoo. Left hand behind the back, hand to hand or hand to strap or hand to t-shirt. Breathe into your cow face warrior one. And then releasing the strap, lifting up warrior one. Step back, downward dog. Bring the head forward, high plank. Drop knees, chest, chin, inchworm. Drop the feet, drop the hips, lift the head, shoulders, squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs. And then with the elbows remaining bent, slowly push into the mat, squeeze the shoulder blades and feel cobra. Exhale, come all the way back to child and relax the arms, relax the low back. So we do a little bit more work on the limbs. If you have a bolster handy, I'll ask you to grab a bolster. I'll grab mine. If you have a blanket handy, grab a blanket. And if you have a block handy, grab a block. So the setup, I'll start sideways so you can see the setup clearly. I have the block at the top of the mat, blanket on top of the block. I have the bolster about 12 inches back from the blanket / block setup, and I want to lean my belly onto the bolster, elbows snugged right in between the bolster and the block. Just check that you can drop your forehead to the blanket or the block and that feels okay. Make any adjustments if you need to raise or put a second block there, do that. And then take the left hand underneath. So basically I'm crossing my elbows. The right hand is on the left side of the mat. The left hand is on the right side. And the left elbow is closer to me. So the right elbow is on the outside, and I simply stretch the arms apart. Stretch them apart and make sure you can rest your forehead on the block. So there's a little bit of weight in the elbows. Hands remain flat. Shoulder blades apart. And we're going to be here for a while, so make sure it's not too uncomfortable. And that you can focus on your breathing as you hold this variation of Sphinx. Breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe in, expand the breath slowly until you feel the shoulder blades stretch apart even more. You feel the lungs stretch the back body. And start to add the Ujjayi ocean sounding breath to your expanded breath. Let the sound of the Ujjayi be pleasant, not strained. Let it become soothing as you hold this pose. The next time you exhale, squeeze the buttocks and see if you can walk the hands further away from each other, keeping them flat on the ground. Come back to your slow, deep Ujjayi breath. The next time you inhale, squeeze the butt, lift the head, and slide your hands back towards each other, resting the hands on top of each other, and turn the head to the left. So shoulders relax now. Turn the head to the other direction. Inhale the head to neutral. Lift the head. Prop the elbows up under the shoulders once again. And this time bringing the arms across from each other with the elbows in the opposite position. So the right elbow should be back closer this time, left elbow further away. Reach the hands towards the opposite ends of the mat and rest your head. Let each new breath grow deeper. Starting to feel the stretch from the lungs, stretching the shoulder blades apart. Add the Ujjayi breath. Let the Ujjayi breath be hypnotic, trance-like, soothing the nervous system. So each breath soothing and expanding, stretching and calming. Almost like your breath is singing you to sleep. Inhale, squeeze the butt, lift the head, and walk the hands a little further out. Exhale, come back down with this new stretch. Relax the arms, slide the elbows back, fingertips touching. Turn the head left. And then turn the head right. Bring the head to neutral, hands beside you, and roll to one side. And come on up. And come onto your back. Bring the arms out 90 degrees. Knees together, feet apart, TP pose. Bend the elbows 90 degrees into goddess arms. Now your hands may or may not, the back of the hands may or may not rest on the ground, that's okay. And then slowly rotate the hands till the palms come to the earth into scarecrow. You still have that nice 90-degree bend in the elbow. Shoulder blades snug into your mat, low back snugs into your mat. Inhale, come back to goddess, just moving the forearms through space. Exhale, scarecrow. When you come into scarecrow, press the knees together, press the low back into the mat. Inhale, coming back to goddess. Continue moving the arms between goddess and scarecrow. When you come into scarecrow, really push the knees together, traction out the low back. When you come back to goddess, arch the back. So the spine moves with your arms. The next time the hands come back into goddess, pause. Open the knees and bring the soles of the feet together. So the front of the body completely opened into butterfly with the knees, goddess with the arms. Back is arched. And then bring the knees together and move the hands to scarecrow. Open the knees, hands back to goddess. Squeeze the butt when you come back, protect the low back. Bring the knees together, hands down to scarecrow. So knees are opening and closing as you move between goddess and scarecrow. Keep going. All the limbs moving here. Now the next time you come back to goddess, pause. Knees are open, feet together. Squeeze the butt and lift the butt off the ground. Coming into a gluteal bridge. Exhale, keeping the feet together, come down to the earth. Then bring the knees together, feet flat on the mat. Scarecrow. So the same movement, we've just added the gluteal bridge. Inhale, knees open, hands back, goddess. Feet squeeze, squeeze glutes, lift glutes up. And take 2 or 3 breaths here in the gluteal bridge. Coming down, knees together, low back into the mat. Scarecrow. One more. And the next time you come to scarecrow, extend the legs. flip the hands, palm up, Shavasana. Let the left arm relax. Let the left shoulder droop and go limp. Let that relaxation move down to the left elbow. Down to the left wrist. From the left wrist, let it radiate out to your fingers, letting the fingers go limp and boneless. Then let the right shoulder drop and release. Let the right shoulder send that information to the right elbow. And in its turn, the right elbow sends a wave of relaxation down to the wrist. As the relaxation builds in that right wrist, let it flood out into the fingers on the right hand. And notice which part of the arm triggers any tension. Is it right up near the shoulders and neck? Is that where it initiates? Or is it down in the fingers? Or somewhere between? Exhale, gently turn the head to the left. And slowly over to the right. Bring the head to neutral, bending the knees. Resist the temptation to trigger the arms as you roll to one side. Let the arms be floppy like a rag doll. And even when the arms assist to push you up, minimize their triggering of muscle. Find your seat. Notice those wonderful arms as you bring the hands together in gratitude. Namaste.